Peace. What up, everybody? Just waiting for the fellas to file in. um, this your boy Decent. This is to reconnect. We've been down for a while. I've um been dealing with, I don't want to call them health issues, but some sort of virus that I got that had come back a couple times within the since the beginning of April. But the second time it had come back, it was a bit worse than the first time. Um, and I'm still feeling the effects of it. I had to actually, excuse me, had to actually um, get me an antibiotic, you know, to to get this thing together, you know. Um, so yeah, I did that. That was Tuesday, and actually I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better now. A lot more comfortable, sleepy as hell. Excuse me. Excuse me. Knocking stuff down. Still a lot of whack, a little bit, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, but yeah, that thing was kicking my ass, man. Giving me the chills and shit and stuff like that. I normally don't get that sick, but plus I have children that go to daycare, so that could have been part of it too. Kids, the two babies going to daycare, they're probably picking up things from the other children or whatnot. And hell, they always got boogers or something in their nose. Um, big babies. I don't know what that is, like newborns or infants, toddlers, or whatever. They're like just like incubators for germs and diseases that kill old people. And I'm an older father. I'm 47 years old with some smaller children, man. So yeah, whatever it was, I don't know where it came from. If it came from them, came from work, uh, came from being out, whatever it was tearing me the hell up, man. And I was it was beating my ass. But yeah, couple things that went down, you know, since we've been out. I guess you know uh, we see more war and going on with in the I don't want to call it the Middle East. I hate to call it that, but you got more war going on over there. Between the Israelis and you still got the Palestinian thing going on. You got the protests with that. You also have the I guess Israel, and Iran are now taking shots at each other. Um, and we see, the way things are playing now. We also had the sister, what's her name? Amanda Seals go on Club Shay Shay and then leave that shit and come back and, start, saying that she didn't feel safe there. I don't know what the hell it was, man. But whatever it is, y'all, look, it's time for us, people to stop expecting shit to just be, you know, so easy for them. People gonna have pushback. People gonna have some conversation with you. People gonna have some questions to ask, and being thinking that you can just go and spout things, out your mouth and not have people question you or give you some pushback. That's very irresponsible as a human being to think that you should just talk and not have people question or check you at some point about some bullshit that go on. You know what I mean? Um, even when we think that we're dealing with people who okay, my man Mr. T. Even when T, what's going on, brother?
What up, though?
Even when we think we're dealing with people who aren't that intelligent, I think that's the thing that that bothers me the most is that we believe, Dr. Ari, what's going on, brother? We believe that when we're having a conversation, and we believe people to be of lesser intelligence, that we don't think that they should question us. I think that's like some of the most dishonest, irresponsible bullshit I think an attitude that a person can have when it comes down to having dialogue. Um, so yeah, that was some of that. I think it was some other stuff, man, that's been going on that since we've been down, just to talk. Oh yeah, the shit with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. This shit getting weird to me. I mean, like I don't know. I was talking to brother that's on here. Sometimes my man, his name Norm. We were talking about it earlier. Conversation that got cut short, but he was. I don't like the way how when you bring your people family into your rap battles and shit, man. That shit, that shit kind of corny. You know what I mean? This shit is about I mean, it gets like this shit ain't hip hop. This love and hip hop bullshit that we send. I'm not really fond of this. But I got the fellas on, and people, if you're in the chat, let us know, what you think. Drop some comments and stuff in there. But fellas, what y'all think about this? The way this rap battle shit been looking, man. Am I missing something? Am I too old? Am I soft with this shit, Mr. T and Dr. Harry, man? Let me know what y'all think, man. Yeah, y'all here?
Go ahead, bro.
These motherfuckers just come on here and posture. Just sit there and
I
put
don't
their
have
blank ass pictures up. Yeah, I know Mr. T probably laying on his stomach with his feet up.
I'm saying the question is,
anyway, y'all, if you're in the chat, you on one of these either Facebook or YouTube. Let me know what y'all think about that. About the way this hip hop thing is going, this hip hop battle is going. I think I think when Jay-Z tried to get a little bit too personal, I think it was one time his mom called the radio station, told him, basically cut the bullshit. So
you talking about?
But other than that, yeah, like I said,
Kendrick Lamar.
We're trying to get back into the swing of things with the. Let me see these cats on here.
Yeah, you talking about Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, we're trying to get back into the swing of things with the podcast and everything. Like I said, I've been down. Dealing with some new things. My boys, they finally crawling good. No, I see what you're saying. Team Legendary. I see.
Can you hear me, bro?
Saying, man. Yeah, I think like listening to the Drake shit, it wasn't I don't even think it was worthy of a response, but then it just seemed like somebody with Kendrick is a very creative artist, man. He's a fucking artist. I'm not a big fan of him as a no, I can't hear you guys, man. I'm sorry, brothers. I can't hear y'all. I don't know why I'm not getting you guys over here. I hope I'm not doing something wrong over here. But yeah, Team Legendary. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if my speakers off or something. I don't know. Let me check my speakers. Okay. 1 second. Okay, got it. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, no, I can hear y'all now. Yeah, that was yeah, I had that was my fault. That was on my end. That's why I couldn't hear you guys. I'm sorry about that. That was on my end, totally on my end. Oh, T, there you go. Yeah, yeah, Doc. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't hear anything. I thought your motherfuckers weren't saying nothing. I'm like, these niggas just get over here and throw up these blank pages and shit. But yeah, man, what y'all think about that? No, you know what? Let me finish my comment to King Legendary. I was saying Kendrick is like just like an incredible like artist. I'm not a big fan of his rap skill. I'm not saying he don't have any. I'm just not a big fan of it. But the way this motherfucker just put shit together, man. I don't know how long he had this shit sitting. Because if the nigga did this shit like in these days, man, that motherfucker's a genius. But
I think we gotta. I mean,
huh?
we gotta either redefine genius or stop using it.
You mean to tell me? Did you hear this last thing? Meet the Grams he just put out.
No, I'm just there's no reason for me to hear it. The verdict is in with him.
But no, man. Here's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. The timing, how fast he's coming up with this shit. Because he just did some shit. He did the shit, Euphoria. Then he came out with 616. Then what's the name? Responded with Family Matters. And then Kendrick came right back with Meet the Grams, and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, they rappers. They rap.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying that timing shit is something, you know. Like you come out with some shit within the day. I mean, but you gotta hear Meet the Grams of how fucking thorough that shit is. Okay. You gotta hear it. I know you say you don't want you ain't got to, but you gotta listen to it because the shit is story. And I don't like it. I don't like the way in which
Well, I know we just kicking it, but is the rap good? Because I don't really want to hear no.
No. I mean, come on, we know Kendrick can rap, man.
No, we don't. Rap. No, I don't know.
Listen to that Negro rap dog for 5 minutes. I've been trying like a squirrel.
I've been trying, man. Like when I say can he rap, I'm saying I do believe he can rap. What I'm saying is like I'm kind of going on the rap skills. I don't care if he's making weird rivet like frog sounds. I don't care about none of that. I want the words to be dope.
No, man. Listen, man. I'm telling you,
because what I've been hearing from him in his battle, they're not dope.
No. And you know what? Euphoria was okay. I haven't heard 616, and then this last one though, man, it was just like I said, I think in which he wrote the way he wrote the shit, man. It was almost like when what's the cat name was taking was it Calico when he was battling my man from here?
Loaded Lux
was battling Calico.
No, it ain't like stop.
Bro.
You don't.
No. Listen what I'm saying. It was
don't even compare
the way how thorough he went, man. Y'all gotta listen.
Oh hell no, man.
Go listen to Meet the Grams. I'm telling you, if you listen to the shit, then you know what I'm talking about.
That shit. You out your damn mind. I'm not even listening to that.
Not.
Man, you know, man, I'm so tired of you old ass fucking Barney Fife and Andy Griffith ass niggas. Y'all niggas gotta listen to the shit, man. At least give the shit a chance.
I can't believe
no, bro. You can't.
I'm so tired of y'all, man. Hell no. You like how the hell you like Tupac this much, nigga? If you like Tupac, nigga, you can listen to Kendrick Lamar.
Bro, you talking about mastery?
Well, he got you. He got you, bro. He got you.
I don't give a fuck who he got. Ain't no way in hell you about to compare that. Fuck no.
Yeah,
nigga, I can compare fucking.
No, you can't compare that. Not to that Loaded Lux.
No. I'm saying, listen what I'm saying. I'm saying the way he went. Y'all gotta, man, goddamn, what you niggas listen. I'm saying the way he went in, the way he talked to this nigga mama on this song, he talked to this nigga daddy, he talked to this nigga daughter, he talked to this nigga son on this song.
You just like that like in the 90s when they was talking about like Master P, man, he actually talked about how to make crack on there on making crack like this, man.
Nigga, Master P, I mean, come on. I mean, can you just give me you can't fucking leave it, nigga, you know, dog. What the fuck we listen to, Jay? I mean, Jay, can I get that fuck? What the fuck do we be listening to?
No. He don't compare to no Loaded Lux.
No, listen.
It's not even it's something that shouldn't be stated.
You talking about Kendrick Lamar? We talking about practice? like we talking about practice.
Shut up and go put your hair in a bun, nigga.
Did you hear 7 minutes, dog?
Huh?
Did you listen to 7 minutes?
What's that?
Exactly.
What's 7 minutes?
That's J. Cole.
Oh man, yeah, 7 minute drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all right. It was better. It was better than But you know what? No, I ain't gonna even say that because no. I'm gonna say it like this. Because the tenor and the tone in which this battle is taken, I see why J. Cole said, you know what, I'm out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I see.
Because he didn't have that for them. He didn't have that for Kendrick. He didn't have that.
And I agree, Team Legendary. I agree, brother. You're right. It's supposed to be entertainment, and that's why you say. I agree. It should have been. No, we got a brother that's commenting. I don't know if y'all can see the comments on the screen, but the brother said it's beyond whatever rap beef is supposed to be going on, but it got to be entertainment though. So no, I agree. Team Legendary. You're right, man. You're absolutely right. But yeah, yeah, no. I that's the thing. Like, say, I saw my man Marcellus Wiley talked about it. He was talking about it with Vlad, and Vlad was trying to say, and I don't fuck with Vlad at all, but Vlad was saying, well, I think Kendrick Lamar. I mean, not Kendrick. J. Cole is a sucker basically for bowing out. So bowing out like he did. And so Marcellus Wiley said, because he tried to bring up, my man tried to bring up No Vaseline and Ether and all that stuff. And he said, he was like, what do you mean he's a sucker for apologizing so soon? He was like, he didn't take the battle. He said, what happened at the end of the battle between NWA and Ice Cube? They apologized. What happened at the end of Jay-Z and Nas? They apologized. He says, so you saying because he thought better of it sooner than later that he was a sucker for apologizing? He's like, man, get the hell out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I think what people don't fail to realize is that right now this shit don't even seem like battle rap to me. You know what I'm saying?
Let me jump in here. So there's a thin line, right? Mm-hmm. There's a thin line. We understand that this is hip hop, and for some reason, we don't want to let the battle part of it go. You always hear people say it's the essence of it. It's where it started. It's as if it hasn't grown into something else, right? But it's always a component because of it's from the streets, right? Yes, it's from it has a competitive component to it, right? So we have to, if we're going to talk about it, we have to at least get on common ground. And I believe the last time we discussed it, we was trying to build a common ground. We understand that what Pac and Big had was not a battle.
Right.
That was not a battle. Those were beefs. They were beefing. And a lot of the young guys who are saying certain things in their music about each other, they kind of, that's inflammatory. These guys is really feeling that way about each other, right?
Right.
So when we get into the KRS-Ones and the MC Shans, when we get into
I'm gonna be right back, y'all.
When we get into the LL Cool J, Mo D, LL Cool J versus Cannabis, when we get into the Jay-Z's and Nas, is more of what the competitive nature of it is. Right. It's more what it is. Now it might be stemming from a real issue, right? That there was an issue between Jay and Nas, right? Yes, Jay expected Nas to come to the studio to do a verse, right? And Nas didn't want to do that verse, right? And so there was this respect that was there before. He thought that Nas was one of the best, and Jay just turned out to be one of the best. And then us as fans and listeners listening to their work, we know that, man, if them two get together, So, and that's what ultimately ended up happening.
Right.
Same thing with KRS-One and Shan and others that I mentioned. Now, here's an ingredient that is in this battle royale that we have going on that's not in the other ones, right? So KRS-One, he knew MC Shan, but KRS-One was representing the Bronx, right? He was representing the Bronx, and he didn't like what was said to him by, I don't want to misquote, I believe it was one of the DJs. I wanted to say DJ Red Alert, but I could be wrong, about MC Shan. And KRS-One was like, man, I'm better than him. And then he was like, I'm about to show you I'm better than him. Right. And that's where the battle came from. I'm better than him. When you hear Jay-Z say and argue all day about who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, he knows that name is right there. But there isn't a connection there. There wasn't a brotherhood between KRS-One and Shan. There wasn't a brotherhood between Jay-Z and Nas. It wasn't a brotherhood there. You understand what I'm saying? Not like they hated each other. I'm not saying they didn't know of each other.
No, but
they wasn't boys, right?
Right.
They had respect, like, oh, this guy can do this, right? So when you get to J. Cole, Drake, and we get to Kendrick Lamar, when we're listening as fans, we're grouping people. We're putting people in categories.
Yes, sir.
Notice we got the Jay-Z, Big, and Nas, right? Remember when it was Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, and Rakim. Remember, now it's what we're talking about is we're talking about another three, J. Cole, which we named the Big Three, right?
Yes, sir.
Cole is saying, I'm with this. All his lyrics is saying, I'm with this. Right. This is if we could do this, we can do it. I just can't do it with these two guys.
Right.
Right. Not only that, in freestyles, he's mentioning their name as much as how he's inspired by them.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He's talking about, they say I'm running third. They threw LeBron to me. He said, but K. Dot and Drake, them brothers is like superstars to me. He's always referencing where his place is in the Big Three and how these two guys are and how they inspire him, if you will. So it's not about the apology, because you can, when you're in the midst of a battle, when you're in the midst of a war, things happen. Like Jay-Z said when he talked about the Nas issue, he said, it wasn't no time for apologies, because when you in it, you in it.
You in it, yeah.
Right. So when we take a look back at Ice Cube and NWA, there wasn't a doubt in nobody's mind that none of them could see Ice Cube.
Right.
This wasn't a battle. This was an issue. Just an issue. This wasn't to see who was better lyrically. It wasn't like, well, I'm gonna throw it. It wasn't that. This here, what we have going on now with these two guys, what is it? Has it been defined? Like, what is it? Just because he said your name in the rap and he's talking about you, like, this is a battle, but a battle for what? Is it the battle for the number one spot? Right. Or is it the battle for who like was the best lyricist? Because see, when Kool Moe Dee and LL got into it, they got into it over image. Yeah. Was saying, yes, sir. LL, you can really inspire the hearts and minds of a lot of young people, but you talking about this and you talking about that. And LL was like, I talk about what I want to talk about. You can't fuck with me. So then we get How You Like Me Now. Then we get and that's the feud. I'm better than you. So is this what's going on?
And that's exactly what I'm saying. This isn't a battle as into
it's like they're battling for battling. Like they just
battling. Like it's like a cat. It's like almost like cat fighting almost on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I can say the meanest shit. I could put out a song, or you know, I could put out the most stylish shit and still diss you, or whatever the fuck it is that Drake called himself doing. When you listen to it and you like, you know, come on, man, this doesn't even make sense. Like, is this, you know, because it's clear. I mean, like, let's be honest, and this is just my opinion. It's clear that neither one of them are better than J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? It's clear that neither one of them are better than J. Cole. So what is this about? Is this because I don't like you type beef? Is this some beef where I want to, when I see you, I'm gonna take your head off type beef? I don't even think it's that.
It's not.
I don't think it's that. You know what I'm saying? It was and I like, you know, Norm asked me the question earlier. He said, "Do you?" He said, "Do you think J. Cole could go to Toronto?" I mean, not J. Cole. Kendrick could go to Toronto, and I said, "Yeah, Kendrick could go to Toronto." And then he said, "Could Drake go to Compton?" I said, "No, Drake can't go to Compton." He was like, "He live in LA." I said, "But he can't go to Compton, and it ain't even because of his beef. He just can't go to fucking Compton." You know what I'm saying? But no, man, it's one of those things. Like I said, it just seems like it's more or less, excuse me, catfighting than it is something that you see like the determining factor at the end. What is it going to be? What's to be determined at the end? And you're right. It's not anything. It's more or less like because the thing is like these dudes that they just take personal pot shots at each other, personal pot shots, taking them, and they're just it's almost sissified almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I don't think we should be talking about it, to be honest.
Hmm?
I think it's sometimes people just want to see a fight,
Right.
and that's what I think
Yeah.
about Norm. I think Norm is somebody who likes the competitive part of hip hop, and he just want to see a fight.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree with that. I told you know that's what I told him. I told him I said, "No, you messy man. You just want to see some bullshit go down."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Okay.
just people excited. You know, my daughter comes up here and was like, "Okay, you didn't tell me the breakdown of the battle. Like, what you think?" I'm like, "I'm not paying attention to that."
Right. Hey, no, you know what else is crazy about that? That's another thing, and I hate to say this because I'm going to sound sexist because I am kind of, but when you got women talking about it more, I think that says a lot about the battle. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, like say seriously, like you heard a lot of women talk about what Tupac said, you know, but you didn't hear women talking too much about what Jay-Z and Nas were saying to each other. At least I didn't.
I didn't hear that. Not at all.
I didn't hear one woman talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now it's, you know, just like people, oh yeah, that's that bullshit ass Chris Brown and Quavo.
Yeah,
Man, what the
all
fuck?
that's the same shit as this. All this is the same shit.
Yeah, it's the
What?
same shit.
It sounds like shit. I might listen to that. That might be more entertaining to me. Shit, like the because he's
Man,
not a rapper.
it's so mean spirited though. That nigga said told that nigga when I don't know the nigga's name from whoever the one that got shot in the head, and he was like something we got shot in the head, but niggas was wishing it was you instead. You know what I'm saying? Said that thing like God damn nigga, that's I ain't hear nobody say no shit. Then somebody gonna say, yeah, niggas was saying they hope it was. Shut the fuck up, man. Nobody was hoping it was Quavo. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers. I swear to God, man, we just had at a bitch ass place, and at this time, man. But no, man, listen, no, I wanted to get to what you know. You had some things that you that have sparked some thought earlier this week with you, man. You said you wanted to talk about it. So here's the thing. How I want to do this. Based off of you know the things that you mentioned tonight, I think we should try to build a a series off of it, a series of podcasts off of it, with guests, to who will who stand on the side of it, and then people who may disagree with what you're saying, and but not to where we have these vitriolic dramatized debates. I want us to build a series of discussion. How that sound to you?
Discussion about what do you mean?
The things that you were talking about with racism and white supremacy, and just the things that you were talking about this week. And because I don't want to start talking about them, but I want to get you to talk about them tonight, and then maybe offer that. Oh, not maybe.
Well, I don't want to really go that far in depth with it. We could just preview it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
We can just preview it. What I think, what I would like to have a real serious discussion about is about racism and white supremacy, and what is it? How is it defined? What are the nuances in it? If you believe in it, and what is your perspective of it? Right. I think is important because a lot of us there's different sides of the coin, if you will, right? We have this concept. There's a lot of us black people that have this concept of those of us who believe in racism and white supremacy, that we're just a victimhood looking people. Like we just want to be seen as victims. We want no accountability. It's always the white man's fault. We can't seem to ever try to come together and do things for fear of some old history lesson or something that happened back in the 1960s. And this particular group of people is tired of that, right? And I'm saying that I wanted to have some type of diatribe with these different thoughts, perspectives, opinions surrounding racism, white supremacy, if it's a real thing or not. That was what I was talking about. Because I think even in our discussions, when I label you and Abnorm, I label y'all bootstrappers.
Okay.
Right. And from my perspective, bootstrappers think of people like myself who believe in racism and white supremacy. They tend to think, and I'm not saying that you and Norm, because y'all know me personally.
Right.
I'm speaking of the two categorizations, if you will, how we categorize one another, which I do think is important to categorize. But how my perspective even can be, perceived by those who might have their own perspective. So I believe in racism and white supremacy. And I was talking to Norm earlier this week, and it was really something he said that kind of like made me think about it. And he said something like, I don't believe in white supremacy like you do, but I do believe in white supremacy. And when he said that, I was like, because I didn't think he believed in it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, he was like, well, the Ku Klux Klan. And in my mind, I was like, wow, hold on. You think that you think the Klan is white supremacy? Somebody who might have a white nationalist ideology. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, no, that's an arm of white supremacy. That's a militant, a more militant grouping who subscribe to the idea of racial policies and different things of that nature. So I was wondering, like, damn, like, how can we believe in that? Or how do we substitute that for white supremacy? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what, and I'm not saying that was or was not his position. I'm merely stating that that's what I was thinking when I was talking to my brother. I was like, wait a minute. Like, okay, so we're not having the conversations, because it's two ways we can look at racism. Me and T, I don't know where he went. But he was saying like earlier today, he was saying like he would like to be a racist. And I was like, okay, what is that? He's like, we need to be racist. We need to be, when we go into a Asian restaurant, you see Asians cooking, you see Asians serving, you see them about their own community, and that's a perspective that is that
IST, yes sir,
that IST that's on there. So we get to talk about language and the complexities of language and how these terms and words play on our mentality and how they fuel or inspire our agendas, our perspectives, our ideologies, our conversations, our stance. You understand? So that's kind of like where I wanted to go, because I can't fathom having a conversation about racism, caring about how white people see me.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. And there are these different concepts in it that's well written in academia. I'm sorry, I believe in reading and studying shit.
Yes,
and for the first time, I think I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I believe reading is the best way to go. I do.
Is the best way to what?
I think reading is the best way to go. I
would argue that.
Well, there's a lot of people that say, you can get information from Google, YouTube. The same lies that they can put on, in Google is the same lie that they can put in the book, basically. But I think taking a more in-depth look at people who actually study this shit and people who study it that has opposing views. You understand what I'm saying? So if this person believes in X, Y, and Z, and this is what they study, I want to read their perspectives. I want to understand their perspectives. I want to research their perspectives. But I also want to research the perspective of those who may oppose their worldview based off the things that they're studying.
Yes,
right. I want to do that and be able to develop a concept, an ideology, a perspective, a way of discerning the truth within the information. Because we live in an information age, but we don't devise ways to interpret the information.
Right.
So now we just regurgitating shit, and we can't have meaningful dialogue. We get into conversations where questions are not being asked and different things of that nature. So that's kind of like what I really wanted to talk about. Not that I want people to think what I think, but I just really want to because there's certain things that I don't get. Like there's brothers who say, "Oh, I don't believe in racism and white supremacy. Racism is a thing of the past." And I'm like, okay, but your kid goes to an affluent school. This kid doesn't. Why? Is there something to that? Because what we don't want to admit, if we talk about racism in a certain type of way that I disagree with, which is based off of which is just basically based off of discrimination and prejudice, then it sort of lends itself to the idea that our current status, our current situation, social, civic, economically, and health, we have done that to ourselves.
Yes, sir.
It's our fault.
It's our fault.
We don't do this. We haven't done that. We left the home while not paying attention to the whole construct that helped to facilitate some of these behaviors that go on with us in our community. So that's some of the things that I wanted to discuss and talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And that's what I was saying. I wanted to I do want us to have those series of discussions. I also and it's not like I haven't heard Dr. Wimbush from when he was on here. He said something, but sometimes when you hear something, the next time you hear it, it can spark an idea. And so what I was thinking is, when the doctor talked about the oil that that runs the machine of white supremacy, I want to do a series on that oil. And
But
I know
we first have to define it.
I know. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Give me a second. And so no, and I know what you said. We first have to define it. But who the good doctor said was the oil that ran the machine? I want to deal with that entity. And I know we probably couldn't do it just yet. Do you get what I'm saying?
We can't do it just yet. We can't, because you gotta define things. If not,
we gotta define it. But
we'll be playing
also
chess, moving the pawns backwards.
Yes, sir. And also I think what happens is that that would be so touchy that we would bring. So we have to find a way to do it. How can I say this? As a matter of fact, let me say it like this: we have to use chicanery and sophistry to work our way through that topic or through that subject without. And the reason I'm saying it because I don't want, because I know I don't care. Like you said, I don't care how other people look at us, especially the people that we're talking about. But our own would come at us so vitriolic, you know what I'm saying? So hot, and heavy. I believe if we talked about that outrightly, if we talked about how that oil has, constantly been, especially to black men, how that oil has affected us. There would be a lot of people and probably a lot of black men that would come out in defense, of such oil, of said oil. But no, I do, going back to what you were talking about, I do want us to build off of that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I want us to build off of it and have some discussions. And so what I'm gonna do, like I said, because I while I was down, man, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even really think about I wanted to, but I just didn't have the energy even think about. I have been going to bed like at and I know you know me, so me going to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock at night is fucking unheard of, and then sleeping all night. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how the sickness that had me. So my energy level just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Even think about things like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I do. Let me hit on that. I do believe that once we define things, I think in definition, once we begin to talk about the oil, it's no way we can't see the oil for what it is.
No, I agree.
But I think we have to define it, because I think we're playing semantics, and I think me, you, and Norm realized that there was a lot of semantical things that was happening in our own diatribe that we were having.
Yes.
Where we're closer than we thought we were.
So we were. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
And I think it's important for us to be able to have that space, because a lot of us are tired of talking about it. And I want to talk about that too. Like, what the fuck you mean you tired of talking about it?
I was just about to say, how do you get tired of talking about that?
It's our reality. It's it's almost like our enslaved ancestors. Like you get tired of talking about freedom. Really? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you get tired of talking about freedom.
How the fuck you get tired of that? Like, no, it's here. America is what America is, and we're gonna have to learn how to deal with it. And so we will have to come together to have these conversations, because right now, with all of this information, with all this different views on politics and different stuff like that, we're not really, we're not really a community. And I think that's what we need to get to. Like, how can it's not even about racism and white supremacy. It's really about.
Go ahead, brother.
Come on, like the Undertaker.
Yeah, my bad, fellas.
Would you have to go get some sandwiches?
Yeah, I had to go up to the 5th floor and get me some sandwiches.
Some sandwiches. Some sandwiches.
Some sandwiches.
No, but go ahead, Jay. Finish what you said, brother.
Yeah. So I'm saying, just to be able to talk about those issues and what it takes to get back to being a community-oriented people.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think once, like you said, once we define things, and then we're able to see with clarity what
Hey,
things
hold
are.
on. T, mute. It sounds like you're being chased by Michael Myers, dog.
No, I think
hold on. Let me say this. For example, like even our dialogue with our sisters, that's meaningful dialogue.
Yes, sir.
Like those who might subscribe to the idea of feminism. I don't need to, just because I disagree with them, I do not need to degrade women. I disagree with you.
Right.
So let's have a conversation about, and this is where the rubber meets the road with me. If we can have a rational discussion about things, and we can see based off of objective reality, right? Based off of objective reality, that some things are good for us and some things make us feel good.
Right.
Yes. If we can discern those things, and I think we can build on, we can build on it. We can learn to let certain things that make us feel good either let it go, or we can prioritize it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But if those and I'm speaking of feminism because I disagree with it. I think it's one of the worst things that ever hit the mind of Black women.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. But if we can sit there and have reasonable, rational, historical, empirical conversations,
yes, sir,
then I think we can weed out. We could be able to understand where each other is coming from.
Well, right now, I think you just said, you hit it on the head. I think right now, Black women, and I could be wrong, but this is just my take on it, is that Black women really don't find any benefit to feminism.
No, they do. I disagree. They do.
I don't see where the benefit comes from, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not in it. I think it's because when you hear people and having conversation with people, and this is me come from conversation with people. It is something that I and I ask them, like, when I ask them, why are you feminist? They quickly back out of it. They say, well, I'm not really feminist. I just think this, and this. And I'm saying, no, it makes you feel good to say that you're a feminist.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Let's get a feminist on.
No,
right?
absolutely.
So they could defend, because I've talked to them too, and they back up exactly why they are feminists. You understand what I'm saying? They can double and triple down on why they are feminists and why they think this is the best worldview for them. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but and what I'm saying is there, and this is just me asking rhetorically to us on here, is there any real benefit in it for Black women?
No, but we're biased. We're biased as hell.
I know.
That's the reason we don't like it. Because and to put it short, like I think I was telling you the other day, I said I can talk about the history of it, where it came from,
right?
Out of what movement it came from, why it came into being. We could talk about how it evolved, We could talk about as it relates to intersectionality. We could,
Yes.
you know, we could talk about all that, but the bottom line is this: uh, feminism, it don't do anything to move Black people forward.
Right.
It does not, it does not. Its aim. Let me say that its aim is not to move Black people forward. It is to empower Black women in their own minds. That's what it is to do. At
Mm-hmm.
least that's what, because I disagree with that. But in their own minds, it is to empower them, and that's not the us. If
Yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about if we're talking about becoming a community, then I'm talking about us.
Yes.
You know what I'm
If there
saying?
are,
And yeah,
no, I just wanted to say if this is a woman watching or any women watching, um, and you consider yourself a feminist, please like hit us in the comments or something, and let us know if there's a benefit that you see from being a Black feminist.
can you
Go ahead.
define it? Like, don't quit because
Hmm?
it's a. Can you define benefit? Because I can say it's a benefit to me from eating sugar.
Okay. Yeah.
So
But
that ain't no
but
damn
here's
benefit. Like, because I
no,
like the way sugar.
it make you feel good. That's pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
pleasure.
And that's what I'm saying. I just want them to, because I don't need to do it. Let's let them for themselves define what benefit is, and then we can take it from there.
That's
Um,
when hold on. Let me interject.
go ahead.
That's what and it's just me. I ain't saying we got
Hmm.
to go to this. I think that's a mistake because everybody got 18 million definitions.
Right.
Like benefit actually has a definition.
Yeah, and of
Like
course.
so, let's go on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
Because
here's
because
go ahead.
we get into your truth and my truth.
Now, but see, here's
That's
the thing. My thing is let's let it come, and then we dissect it and we get it right down to you know to its kernel,
and I
and
just don't believe we could do that. Let's have a definition and let's go there. Like,
you know we,
because I think from, and it's been my experience. It's been our experience. Like, it's been our experience. Once we, because now we have to play semantics all the way through the argument, or all the way through the debate, or all the way through the discussion. Like, I'm having a discussion with Abnorm, and he's asking me questions like, is like a feeling.
right.
See, and I'm like, shit, is like a feeling. No,
Mm,
right? But for him it might be, but
right.
is that the definition? Like, let's go on what that really is. So when we're talking, let's be purposeful about our speak.
No,
Like, this
absolutely.
this is that. And
But
if a woman says that feminism is the best way to go, and we're able to ask her what's the benefits out of it,
mhm.
let's go on the, like, what benefit mean, and not how it's just present, how it's used today in the present. Like, because you and I were having a discussion, and like, is there such thing as welfare benefit? Right? It's not.
Right. It's
But
not right.
we're just saying that's a part of the policy. That's a part of what they call it. That's not
They
a
call it,
benefit to
yeah.
be on welfare. It's
There's
not.
no benefit to being nowhere.
Okay, so instead of getting into all that semantical jive, you know,
But I think, and here's the thing, and maybe I'm taking a gotcha bitch approach. Um, and I'm just being honest. Maybe that's just what because I like to. That's the one thing about I do like to hear people's thoughts in that vein. Even when I know that where they're coming from, or what they think that they're saying is wrong, I still like to and I got this bullshit from you, like help them down the stairs a little bit. Come on, all right, okay, I'm with you. Okay, now look here, come with me. Let's really see what it is, and that's what I actually had done in the conversation I had with some sisters earlier this week. I told you about that, about the whole feminism and the black man being part of the patriarchy, and then when I asked them, what is the black man's place in the patriarchy? How does the black man benefit from the patriarchy? They could, and then when I said, well, this is what the patriarchy is, and it's this and such, it's really just one mode that it has, and it's just to keep white men in power. And so when I said that, all that shit went out the window. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, I don't really see. It's just that you're a man, and I said, but I'm a man that can easily be killed. I'm a man that can easily be jailed. How is that making me a viable component to this patriarchy? Yeah, participant to this patriarchy. And they don't have any answer. So that's why I say maybe it's my man Devin Jones. What's up, brother? That's why I say, maybe it's something that we could do together, and just like let people say what they're gonna say, but still let's deal with it. Like you said, we can define it. We can define it. If you want to bring them in and make
I would rather have a definition before the discussion.
Yeah, that way.
Because I don't want to
get into off script. You can't go off script.
Well, democracy means this to me. Like, oh fuck. Now we're going through a whole labyrinth.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just one of the things, man. That I would like us to do, to deal with, man. And we go in and we take a more deliberate approach to the podcast and the conversations that we want to have, and try to find guests. And also, man, I do want to have the organic conversations as well, like we had with Shahida or Sharita. What was her name? T, your lady friend Shahida. Was it?
Come on, Rashida.
Rashida, yeah, Rashida, and the other sister from Georgia, and then the other sister that tried to fight me, sans her. She's not coming.
I don't want to talk to none of them.
No. I'm saying have conversations like that.
I don't want to talk to none of them, man. I just want to talk to my brothers who understand the logical thought process of being a human being. I don't want to talk to none of the rest of them. That's just me personally. I don't have a problem with doing it if that's what y'all want to do, but I ain't gonna have much to say.
Okay. Yeah, but I do want us to have some conversations, man. Some organic conversations, even if it's with just brothers. Brothers that may disagree with us.
But do you see like bro's frustration is because of the lack of communication?
No, yeah, absolutely.
And a part of that is not defining shit.
Yes, sir.
It's not having. No, we don't get to make up. We don't have to go on Webster. Like right. I don't care about Oxford and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying we as intelligent black people can define things for ourselves.
Yes, sir.
So let's do that to come up with a common ground and then argue or our points or debate our points or converse in such a way based off what us defining our own reality.
Gotcha. 100%.
That's
100%. I'm with that. I'm totally with it. Mr. T, what's up, brother? We haven't seen you in a month, man. I know we didn't do 2 shows, but it was like 2 shows where you was missing, man. Tell us what's been going on with you, man. We need some conversation from you, dog.
Man, just been chilling, man. Been going through some life issues and dealing with some issues, and just trying to keep my sanity and my freedom.
Man, that beard is getting white as fuck on the bottom, man.
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, that's what happened when you
got that lack of communication.
yeah, that's what happened when you deal with
This nigga turned into Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
frustration, bro. I feel like my name should be doggone some type of wizard, bro. I need to be a wizard or something.
Yeah, man. What's that? You got a whiteboard behind you?
Yeah, man. I have to put black writing on the whiteboard, man, so my children can understand.
Oh, okay. You teaching them off of that?
Yeah, I got to do what I can, man, to make sure that they get some communication and understanding and less frustration.
My man. Hey, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you, man. Well, let me ask you how mama doing? She all right?
Man, she's doing good, bro. We've been kicking it, man.
I can
Like
see it on your face.
Yeah, the relationship is developing.
Yeah, I see it on your face, man. I promise to God, I see it on your face, brother. I know you probably, like what the fuck you talking about? Last time I seen you, when I seen you when you came up to the shop, you guys, yeah, I said, man, my brother looking good, man. He looking good. He look free. He look,
Yeah, I absolutely have embraced. Fuck them all. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on, we gotta give me a sec. We got a comment here. Say, let me just express. This is my man Devin Jones, the brother I grew up with. He said, let me just express my little 2 cents. As modern as we have evolved to as a society, we don't have a democracy. Democracy was originally described as power of and for the people. After all these years, we still don't really have a voice. Our voices are just now being heard of certain issues, but not recognized.
I would say to that, we don't have a democracy. I agree with my brother. We don't, but more importantly, we must understand what democracy means as it relates to the United States of America. He's absolutely right. Democracy from 2 words, demos and kratein, I believe by the Latin and the Greek, which means ruled by the people. He's correct. But we have to understand what democracy is for this region. And it does not include people that look like us.
Right.
It does not include people who look like us. So when we talk about democracy, we talk about the vote, we talk about our civic duties, we talk about all these different things. We must understand that it ain't about us. It's not. And those are the type of conversations that I want to have, good brother, is conversations based on comments like that. So we can further delve into the nuances of
T always doing some bullshit.
I don't understand why he can't just sit the fuck down.
Because he's 12. This nigga's a 50-year-old, 12-year-old.
So yeah, shout out to my brother for leaving that. But yeah, those are the things that I would like to discuss.
Yes, sir. So listen, man, I don't want us to, no, T, we got to get back to you, man, before we get out of here, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm still a bit on, just trying to get off this cold shit, man. I'm sitting down in this basement. It ain't real comfortable. I don't want to start doing no coughing and bullshit like that. But no, man,
some young boy finally got you together, huh?
Tired of you. Hey, listen. No, what I was about to say. It was some young.
I told you that Chinese food gonna get to you, dog. You gotta leave.
Hey, no, T. No, brother. I was gonna ask you, man. No, seriously. Like, what ideas? Because I can't, let not get your ideas. Have us leave and not get your ideas, brother. For some show topics or show formats or something like that. What would you like to see us do? Move to another day, whatever the fuck it is. T, tell us, man.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I need to sit down and think about some stuff like that because, I say, bro, I'm embracing. I don't give a fuck. I'm embracing. I absolutely don't give a fuck. I just want to kick it with my brothers, like we at the backyard barbecue, chopping it up.
Well, let's do that. Yeah, let's try to get some You know, like I mean, because I really, man, I'm gonna be honest. I and because I feel bad that I haven't asked for the young brother that was on here with us before to come back on. I talked to my people, but I really want to talk to that brother, man, again, because I think he's very interesting and
Oh yeah,
intelligent brother.
we can get all the young cats, man. I've been hooping with them dudes, man, and checking out their platform on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it with them. They some good dudes, man.
Let's see. Let's see if we, maybe we could, cross pollinate, the platforms, and we get together and see if we could, put something. Whereas we all get together and talk, just have a powwow like we did before, man.
For sure.
With the young brothers, get his group of guys, man. Because like say, my thing is like I really have a lot of questions for the young brothers, man. I'm seeing some things develop like slowly within their consciousness or their behavior that I don't want to say it worries me or scares me or anything like that, but it's intriguing, and I think I want to find out more about it. And one of the things is I'm starting to see that a lot of the brothers what I was about to say one of the things I see from the young brothers is this like they're not as and we know this for a while, for it's been going on for a while, but they're not really warrior. I don't see the warrior spirit anymore among
It's
our
there.
brothers.
It's there. They just they don't fight the way we fought. You know what I'm saying? It's evolved into the type of fight that they like. You know what I mean? I get where you're coming from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a situation where, you know what I'm saying, the old rules have been passed down or have been lost or fell by the wayside.
Yes, sir.
The new rules are weird as hell to us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's been bugging me, man. Like, it's you don't see like even when you see them fight, man, the shit look weird now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a fight break out, man, this shit like Friday night sissy fights. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas is fighting and then it's still like this and shit. You're like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like weird, man. So I hate to seem like I'm being critical, but I have to be, man, because
it's
that's
not weird, bro. It's not. It's
you
what
said it's not what?
it ain't weird. It's what you see every day. That's how women fight.
Yeah, my man say they're not warriors. They're cowards. With with no honor. I don't like the attitudes of the younger brothers. Yeah, and I think the thing is, I think when we say that,
I love the
we,
attitude.
we should be more in a lot of ways. I can say this though. I can say this. These motherfuckers are able to diagnose shit so fucking quick. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by like with when it comes like to dating and dealing with shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they recognize a lot of bullshit quick, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Like I said, they get money fast. I said I can't take that. These motherfuckers know how to get paid. Whether it's whether it's scamming or whatever the fuck it is, they know how to get money. But they also, can pinpoint a lot of bullshit that they see going on in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's when it's coming from us, you know what I'm saying? They able to pinpoint, put their finger on a lot of shit. but they just don't have that warrior spirit, and they want a lot of stuff handed to them and given to them as well. So that's something. That's
Bro,
another thing.
they watching LeBron James, man. Like, come on, man. Everything has been.
Well, how does this come down to blaming LeBron James?
Bro, did you see the way that nigga flopped, bro, and did the Chris Brown? Come on, man.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
what is?
oh,
What did LeBron do?
Here, bro, like they watching this dude and idolizing dudes like that, man. Stop it. I mean, we're not out there like those old school Shaka Zulu warriors, man. We ain't out there. You motherfuckers is not seeing that, bro. So they seeing what they seeing, bro. They seeing the woman king.
So I think that's, man. Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro.
What is it that? So what is it, man? Okay, all right. So I think we need to reinsert. This is what the reconnect is about. We got to bring the elephants back to the park.
Oh shit, no, bro. I'm staying out the park. They eating elephants over there. I'm staying out the park. I want to live. I'm like Big Pun. Nigga, I'm trying to live.
No, I think he mean in context of what the show was about.
I get what you're saying, bro.
No, he know what I'm saying, man. He's just on the tirade right now, and I'm enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think let's be real. I think when we talk about the youth or we talk about the young, they have the attitude that you saying, bro. They have that because it like to have an I don't give a fuck attitude is unmanly. Because we're not willing to deal with the consequences of whatever it is that we almost being beat up by our reality so much to where it's like, you know what, I just don't even give a fuck. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. It's when we allow society to beat us up to where, and it's a different, like my mentality is a lot different. I'm just not, I would say, I would have been in discussions with Norm and some other people. It's very interesting, even you, Deese, when we talk about how, you know, my motives and what inspired me is not feelings. Right. And so I think that's kind of our issue, is that we become too emotional.
Yeah.
You know, we letting our feelings get the best of us. So when we saying I don't give a fuck, man, it's because we haven't developed the necessary skills to communicate with the youth. We haven't developed the necessary language to communicate with our own brothers, and we haven't developed the empathy and the patience to actually talk to our sisters. I'm saying we.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying we as men, we haven't developed that, and then because that could be frustrating, we develop that mentality. You know what? I really don't give a fuck, because that mentality frees you from responsibility.
Yes, sir. We can lean on that. And that's been the issue for a minute. With us, you know, and I could say even with myself, when it come down to relationship shit, you know what I'm saying? I get in there, I don't give a fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even no, seriously, it ain't even that you don't, that I don't have the language or the willing, it's the willingness that I don't have, you know, to dive in. But I do think that on a grander scale, like you said, Jay, it shows a lack of maturity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it'll be. It's like shit. I mean, and we've all been there. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know, just no arrows being shot at what T is saying. I mean, we've all been.
No. This is the mentality.
Yes, sir.
You know, this is just that mentality. It's easy because nobody's above being a human being. You know what I mean? It's easy to get like, you know what, just, you know, it's just getting hard. I'm frustrated. I can't, you know, but I'm just saying, like, we don't get to critique the youth and while they're doing it and we're exhibiting the same behavior.
Yes.
We
Absolutely.
don't get to do that.
We can't do.
I mean,
No, we can't.
Devin,
We can't.
I hear what you're saying, bro. He said they'll use anybody to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no loyalty amongst us anymore unless they're like-minded on the level of getting given over.
Who said that?
He said on a level of being grimy to get over on people pretty much. But that
Hold on. Wait a minute. Who's saying that?
That's
This is this
Devin
this
Jones.
viewer, my guy Devin, he watched it. He said they would use anybody at any cost to get what they want. There's no longer loyalty among us anymore unless you are like-minded on the level getting over and being grimy. And then he added, we weren't like this when we were young. We were knuckleheads, but we had heart. We weren't bitches though. He
Yeah,
said we
but
weren't bitches though.
that's the American way. We Americanized.
Nah, man.
Man, it is, man.
No, I can say this, man. I don't know, man. Even though, and when we think about it, let's think about this shit here. When we watched TV when we were younger, right? Because that's where we got our imagery from. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us didn't have the fathers in the home, and then when we went outside, there weren't a lot of men in our community that were examples of what we were to grow up to look like or to be like. But the one thing I can say that being an American and watching American television, you got an example of what a tough motherfucker was supposed to be, even if the shit was fake. They put them white boys on there, and them motherfuckers were hard ass white boys. And it was somebody that just said this. They said, "Oh God, who was it?" They said, whenever you look at TV, when you looked at TV, they made sure they gave you an alpha. That white man gave you an alpha, male to look at or
How
to
about
show
just a
you.
man? Like, I'm sick of the alpha males.
Yeah.
Let's
No. I
just,
mean, but I'm just saying that's the term that they use. I'm quoting them. You know, I don't want to say I'm quoting them. What's the word I'm looking for? Paraphrasing what they're saying.
summarizing.
Yeah, paraphrasing what they were saying about, when you looked at it, but when you look at black TV, you rarely see alpha males, or what you like you said, the dominant man figure. When we looked at our shows, you know what I'm saying? So thanks Devin, man, for the comments, brother. We totally appreciate it. All day, totally appreciate it. But yeah, man, I do think we do have, and it's on us, man. We do have to get back in there. We gotta get back in there and get our young brothers, man. We don't have, I mean, everything, and it's like everything is being made about money. There aren't people who just go into a gym just to box anymore, just to get the boxing, just to understand and learn how to box and get the physicality. Nobody wants to get their nose busted anymore. We were willing to get our nose busted. We were willing to get teeth chipped. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to when it came down to what's that? Okay, I'm sorry. When it came down to it, we were okay with getting scars, or getting our teeth chipped when it came down to physicality, being physical. When it came down to playing football, we were willing to get the stingers and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything has been so soft. We were okay with getting dinged a little bit and kind of getting the smelling salt. They're avoiding those things because I think if you look at it, say smartly, they don't want the long term issues. You know what I'm saying? That goes along with it. But okay. But the thing is, we don't have a tough enough society. We don't have a tough enough young men coming up in our society that are mentally tough. Because that's what the fuck that was. When you go in there, you boxing and you doing you playing football and you getting dinged and say, all right, let me get back in there. You get knocked down and take a nice ass gut punch. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do that. I remember they used to We used to play some shit called chest ties. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all played that, but you had to get that chest tight. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker come hit you. Whop. You know what I'm saying? Mo catch. Get you take that punishment. You know, sometimes you went down. I went down a couple times till I got strong enough. You know what I'm saying? What's this the brother say? He say, man, we are still fucking slaves. We are still being colonized. Big booty women, tight ass jeans, getting money, living beyond our means. Labor whores, even our professional jobs. Brothers going up the ladder, but kicking other brothers off the ladder with the Gucci suits and the red bottoms, not reaching back and pulling others up with them. I mean, that's been going on for a while, man.
And I just talking to bro about this. I was just talking to bro about this. Like, should we be racist?
Huh?
I was just asking bro, like, should black people be racist?
No. That was actually yeah. No, I with the IST, yeah, that's something we really need to look at, man. I think that was who was that? Was that David Banner said that? That he's no longer worried about the racist, but it's someone, you know, who's it's white supremacy that he.
No, I'm literally talking about should black people be racist? Should we literally choose our race?
Oh no, absolutely, no. Because that's what David Banner was saying. The same thing, like, you know, where we perfect our blackness. You know what I'm saying? Where we perfect our love as black people for each other. Where we perfect our support for black people as black people for each other. You know, I think that's something that we should really look at. You know, but we so worried about what other people, the people that constantly is kicking you in your ass, we still worried about what they're gonna think. The people who are constantly closing down our stores or our businesses or manipulating our business owners, you know what I'm saying? We still worried about what they're gonna think if we do this. You know what I'm saying? So but anything else, fellas, before we close out, man, because I don't want to stay on here too long. I'm like I said, I need to go take this damn sinus thingy. Excuse me, yeah, my sinus is starting to mess with me a little bit. But anything closing thoughts, bro?
I would just say, you know, want to have meaningful dialogue based off of actualities.
Yes, sir.
Something that's actually happening.
Mm-hmm. That's your closing thought?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's
just
it.
have closing thought based off actual. Oh yes.
Yeah. Just let's have like based off the facts, based off of what's actually happening, and understanding that, and this is the most important, understanding that our personal experiences don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Not to the collective, it don't.
No, not to the collective. Maybe it helps you see something better. Maybe it blinds you, but it means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Nothing.
You know what I mean. So yeah, y'all. All right, man. So next week we back on. I'm gonna get back on my shit, but for next week, finding guests. Anybody with any other ideas, but how we can, you know, make this thing, you know, move a little different, a little further. Let me know, you know, so we could work some things out. All right, fellas.
Yeah, we'll chop it up when we get out of here.
All right. I'll talk with y'all later on, man. Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.